What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of NorCal Filipinos Presents. Once again, I am Jay of NorCal Filipinos, and today we are joined by a man who took a beloved Filipino family tradition and turned it into a cultural phenomenon. From his roots as an Oakland event promoter to partnering with Bay Area legend E40, my guest today is Alex Retodo, aka the Lumpia Chef. He's been featured on ESPN, the Food Network, and even has a stand at Oracle Park, home of the San Francisco Giants. He's the visionary behind the Lumpia Company, and he's the man who's redefining the Lumpia life. Let's get into it. Okay, Alex, appreciate you
My God, running around everywhere.
Hey, man.
Not getting enough help in.
No, it's
not delegating. I'm trying to work on that.
It's all good. You're a busy man. All right, so let's kind of start in the beginning where, like, you've mentioned in the past, like, watching your mom and your aunt, like, making massive amounts of lumpia.
Yeah.
Like, for, like, church festivals. Like, how did that shape your work ethic?
I mean, I know all of our moms kind of had that Filipino love and labor because when I envisioned, like, when they were first, socializing, they're meeting other Filipino families, and then they're gathering together, and then they're sharing culture with their community. So they had to work even harder than what we are. They didn't have social media and nothing like that. So as a kid, you kind of see that, and that's just, all of us probably saw that, and I just took that love and put that into, my inspiration for what I'm doing now.
Nice. Like, you used to sneak free lumpia to people, like, in lines, like at festivals and stuff. Like, how did that community first mindset
So in today's world, it's like you got the plug, the jug, or whatever, And luckily for me, I was the youngest of 5 boys, so I kind of like saw all the cliff notes on life, on how to make people happy and stuff. So being that my mom had a huge production, it was the first lumpia booth started in early 80s, 82, and I saw a long line, and so they created a demand for this thing called lumpia. And what I mean is that this thing called lumpia, you couldn't get it nowhere other than a Filipino house. You couldn't get it at a store. You couldn't.
That's facts.
There was no shops like this. So how did I win over my classmates? I went in the back of the tent, just grabbed some, and then slanged them out. Man, I didn't sell them. I just
hook them up.
Yo, try this. Because growing up as a Filipino American or any ethnic culture, you know what I mean? Like, you got to have that one thing that kind of bridges the gap and just gives you that comfort. Like, if you have a friend that comes over and visits your house, you don't want to give them, peanut bet right away. They don't know what the hell. You don't want to give them dinaguan. You want to maybe trick them into it or whatever. But the safe play, our peanut butter and jelly sandwich is the lumpia. It's deep fried, crispy, like nothing they ever had. Maybe like a taquito, but better.
Still the same, Never heard that way. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying.
That makes sense, though.
That was the go-to. Safe. Like, mom, don't serve them that. No, peanut bet, no mango bean, no gray, black food, brown, something that's just guaranteed to hit. And that's when I was starting a business. This business is guaranteed to hit. It's the same thinking, same science.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, you said you went half-ass in the past, but 100% on this. Like, what was the specific moment of desperation or inspiration?
I mean, I think, man, just through life, people try shit out, and you got to make mistakes. If you don't try it out, like, we all have ideas. You don't know if it's going to hit or not. You do things because you love it at that given time, that pocket of time. you're not gonna know unless you try, right?
Yeah.
So I tried so many different passion projects. I tried to be before P. Diddy or Russell Simmons of the Filipino community, which was dope at the time. But if I'm thinking about a business plan, I just wanted to be the best of a small pond. So that, I mean, I was destined to fail. You know what I mean? You did as good as you can, but you get to a certain level and then, oh, Diddy already got that. Russ already got that. I'm just a copycat. You know? So I just, that was me learning, you know what I mean? From throwing parties to touring comedians to playing sports and throwing sports events and stuff. All I learned is that I'm the best at gathering my folks, you know?
For sure.
But I want to share it with everybody. So after I've fallen flat on my face in LA, trying to be a producer, trying to get a green light for a TV show, stuff like that, I learned that through touring with DJs and comics and talent, I love to explore places to eat. And I ate the best cheesesteaks in Philly. I went to get the best tacos in LA and went everywhere. And nowhere did I see a cool Lumpia brand or a Filipino brand, you know?
Yep.
I mean, Jollibee's fast food, but, you know, I never saw anyone blessing our favorite appetizer, Lumpia.
Yeah.
And that's where I was like, oh, if I do this, I'm gonna come out with some fat flavors, some dope stuff. But man, everyone's gonna come out and want to do the same thing. Oh, he could do it, I could do it.
Yeah.
But what I did was, I created the one and only brand.
Yeah. Definitely changed
They
the game.
said it's gonna be Ninja Turtles Lumpia Company. It's gonna be, you know, Island Lumpia Company. No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the generic, well-known, all around the Lumpia Company.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I got that registered.
Now you kind of touched on it a little bit. Like you used to be like a successful club promoter.
Yeah, define success.
Yeah. Well, what was the exact like light bulb moment like that told you that Lumpia was going to be a full-time career?
So, man, I would tour some of the most popular Filipino comedians through the Levity improv comedy chains. So those comedy clubs called the Improv.
Yep.
They had about 15 to 20 of them all around the nation. I produced the show copying the Kings of Comedy.
Okay.
And, you know, there was like my friend Joe Coy, Joey Gila, and a bunch of other great folks. And I came up with the name Filipino Kings of Comedy with the Z.
Yeah.
It was so good that I got a lawsuit from the original Kings of Comedy. They just wanted to make money on each ticket we sold. We became the #1 touring ethnic, they called us ethnic comedy tour. They loved it so much that I toured through 10 cities. So I got to visit Chicago, Virginia Beach, New York, West Nyack, all the 8 clubs in California. I got to go to Phoenix. And when you you bring that laughter and that show to each of those cities, you get to like do some R&D on the culture, on what the Filipino communities is doing.
Yeah.
If there's one thing that I honed in on and I have a master's degree in, is just understanding the grounds of each of these melting pots all around the states. So that's the light bulb moment was like when this show was on its 3rd year, and then folks like Joe Coy already graduated, and then I have Joey Gila already graduating, and then there could be no more Filipino Kings show. So I was like, man, I'm just the promoter. All these guys are, you know, I'm the minor leagues of them before they blow up and get a real agency. So I said, man, I got to do something with my show. So I'm like, man, instead of nachos and hot dogs, why don't I sell lumpias at my show?
Yeah.
So I just got your like typical frozen ones that are bought from the store, put them on the menu, and then we sold like, there's like the first show, there's like, it was pre-show, and then I overheard a conversation of a Filipino couple, and they're oh look, there's lumpia on the menu, right? But they thought it was the club that did. Oh, how typical! Because it's a Filipino show, they think we want lumpia.
Damn.
And then I was like, oh, fuck that, man! Like, I'm gonna create my own shit, my own lumpias that's so unique that came from me.
Yeah.
And then the next show, I just wanted to do it different. So we had a bacon cheeseburger lumpia.
Yeah.
And then that time, man, I had to travel all the way from Oakland to friggin' all the way to Ontario Mills in LA. I had like negative money in my account. I was just trying to rock this show that was so popular, but I was just taking that risk. I couldn't fit that on an airplane, so I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna take the mega bus from San Francisco.
Damn.
And like spent the whole night with my buddy Eats by E, one of the chefs that helped put me up.
Yeah.
And then we were rolling, couple hundred lumpias. I had to freeze them, pack them, put them in a cooler. Then I rolled that cooler, two coolers, up to a mega bus.
Damn.
That's a double-decker bus if you don't know.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, all right, I got to get these because the Improv gave me a shot. We want to try out your lumpias. And the only club that wanted to give me the chance was Ontario.
Oh, man.
So I got there at 1 a.m, and then I was walking up to the bus. And then the lady that was onboarding us said, what you got there, honey? Like, I said, I got some perishables, Oh, let me see. And she opened, you can't bring these type of things on the bus. And then my whole life was like, oh, this is like me bringing my mixtape to Motown.
Yeah.
This needs to be heard. This is my only shot. This is my Eminem,
Yeah.
my B-Rabbit. And I said, oh. So I just had to I was almost gonna break down. And then I was like, see this bag of lumpias, this bacon cheeseburger lumpias, this is gonna change my life, and this is gonna change the whole game. If I sell these at this show, there will be no looking back. And then she just saw the tears coming down my eyes, and then said, let me see what we got there. Is there any, to see if there's any open seats, because I was like throwing some away, to make it fit.
Yeah.
But she said, you know what, honey? Just put that cooler up on that seat. You be okay.
Damn.
And I was like, whew. When you almost miss your flight,
Yeah.
you make it on.
The relief. Yeah.
The relief. So I got that on. So make a long story short, we had a bus stop, had to add ice to the fucking cooler, and then it was a journey. And then my buddy Lyle picked me up and in Burbank, and then drove me out to Ontario. Then I pulled up, knocked on the door, 5 hours before the show. Let me get these into the freezer. Boom. Got them into the freezer. And then the first show, Keith Pedro
Yeah.
and Vince Royale, they were telling jokes about, hey, because the Olympians weren't flying yet. Then they told a joke. The producer made some bacon cheeseburger Olympians. They printed out all these menus. And this is a mixed crowd and Filipinos.
Yeah.
The Filipinos are the ones that were hating. Oh, I don't want to eat lumpia because they're forcing me to. But then they saw something so unique and weird, the bacon cheeseburger lumpia. They said, yeah, the producer thought it was a good idea to sell bacon cheeseburger lumpias. They're all, yeah, right. They thought it was a joke. No, this is no joke. Look at the menu. Boom. So then I'm like, I changed from producer to chef.
Oh, damn.
And I went back to the kitchen, and then you see the tickets start going 2 orders, 3 orders, 4 orders,
that's
5
dope.
orders. And that was the light bulb moment
That's dope.
when I said, fuck, I risked it all, jumped on the fucking
Mega bus.
where the Asian ladies falling asleep on me, and then made it. Then after that show, I felt like this is the rest of my life.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's a dope story. So now, walk us through like the trial and error, like in the Lumpia lab. You know what I mean? Like, what's the craziest filling that completely failed?
My most fancy lumpias is a Napa Valley lumpia. I was trying to attract the wine drinkers, fancy stuff, and that was like my headline lumpia in my pop-up days. It was like Italian dry salami, peppered arugula, mixture of Italian cheeses, Asiago, and smeared with fig jam. That one's impressive. So I'm like, yeah, this is great. Now I should go make some more just like this. I like prosciutto. Prosciutto's so good. So I just said, let's do a prosciutto one with some other type of cheeses that blend in well. But the thing is, I didn't know I wasn't the chef yet. I was just trying shit out. And when you deep fry that prosciutto in the lumpia, it intensified the saltiness.
Oh, okay.
So I had it, and I was like, okay, it don't all work, you know? Yeah. But yeah, crazy enough, man. It's just, I'm a scientist now with lumpias that if it didn't work the first time, there's like ways to make it work.
Yeah. That's dope.
You know, but yeah, right off the top, that was one that was like, you know, failed. I tried to do a whole bunch of other stuff. It was like, yeah, strawberry and jam and peanut butter jelly. That one's really good, but the first time I tried to make it, it was just like, you cut it open and it was like
Oozes out or something.
yeah, it's like, oh shit. So yeah.
You have a vegan option here too. So like, what's the biggest challenge in recreating like traditional, like Filipino flavors without the meat?
For vegan flavors,
Yeah.
man, I actually love it because that's where you actually really got to go to the lab and make it work. And when you finish those ones off, you're so proud of, like, I'm so proud of all the veggie and the vegan options. And there's so many good ingredients now in sources, food sources, that, man, it's so easy to do now. You know, the Impossible is great, but the one that I really enjoyed was like, I don't have a sisig lumpia. I do make it from time to time, like a pork belly sisig and shoulder, but I needed more veggie options. So I have the traditional Mama's veggie. Mm-hmm. I did like a mushroom kale one in garlic, which was probably one of my first, called the TLC veggie. But as of late, the greatest one that I do love is the, and this was by request at for Olivia Rodrigo concert. Their promoters wanted a vegan lumpia, so they looked me up and called the Lumpia Company. And shouts out to Another Planet Promotions, and I made the tofu shiitake sisig lumpia.
Oh yeah.
And it has the jerkiness, the smokiness, and the tofu sucks in all of that soy citrus, and
Nice.
It's amazing. And I'm proud of that one. I need to put it back on the menu.
Yeah.
And have more of these. And I try to make all my veggie options vegan, because there's vegan butter, vegan oil.
Yeah.
There's vegan oyster sauce, and soy sauce is already vegan. But yeah.
Nice. So, how much of like the Lumpia Company experience is actually about the sauce?
Actually about the sauce, the dip. It's goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
I be making too many sauces that they ain't prepped on time. You know, it's like everyone wants that sweet chili, but you're not enjoying this correctly, you know?
Yeah.
Everything don't have to be with sweet chili, you know?
Yep.
But I have side sweet chili, a spicy sweet chili, I have a peach habanero sweet chili that goes great with everything. I have a moo sauce, which is my interpretation of a Big Mac sauce, but it's banana ketchup base with some more of our flavors of calamansi and garlic. I have a shoyu aioli that goes great with the chicken ginger tinola lumpia.
Yep.
I have our vinaigrette is for the salads is calamansi chili vinaigrette.
Damn.
I mean, too many.
That's dope, though. Now, how has Oakland's specific culture influenced branding, like your branding, differently than if you were like in New York or LA?
Diversity, partnerships with just people in our neighborhood. You know, I have a good relationship with the Fam First Foundation, and that's the Marshawn Lynch, Josh Johnson, and Marcus Peters, all NFL players from the soil here in Oakland. Josh and Marshawn went to Oakland Tech, and Marcus is at Mac. They each have their own lumpias with me. I made a soul food one for Marcus and Marshawn, and what that is fried chicken skins with the chicken mashed up with what you would find at church's chicken. You know, corn, mashed potatoes, gravy, all of that. And then Josh came up with the jambalaya lumpia.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So I can make lumpias with some of my favorite people, and they're all here in Oakland.
No, that's dope.
We just have that slang, you know?
Yeah.
So it's very different. I think if I was in LA, it'd be like, oh, I gotta make it for this celebrity or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
These are for my brothers, you know?
Yeah.
So it comes from the heart.
Right on. Now, E40, you know, like, how did that partnership begin? Like, and what game has he given you as a co-owner?
Man, that partnership was made before we even met, you know? He's from Vallejo. His favorite food is lumpia. We come from we have the same circle of friends. I've never worked with them through my whole career of nightclubs or anything like that, but we shared some of the same DJs. So it wasn't until the Lumpia Company started making noise and I got a phone call from him, and he was just like, DJ E-Rock, I need to meet your friend. The Lumpia Company. So I get a phone call, and I look at my phone, E-Rock's calling. Oh, wait, what's up? E-Rock's in town? Because E-Rock's in Vegas.
He's in Vegas now, yeah.
Actually, he was still living here.
Dublin, yeah.
And then I go, what's up, Eric? And he's like, hey, Alex, I got Earl Stevens on the phone. He wants to speak to you. You know, and this is the first time, you know, so iconic to everybody.
Yeah.
I got the phone call. Like, yo, Alex, I'm telling you, right, I always wanted to have a Lumpia company because I love lumpias. One thing I love is oxtail. Another thing I love is lumpia. He said, I wanted to have my own Lumpia company, but you have the Lumpia company. Let me try something. How do I get involved? And then that's how it all began.
Nice.
So yeah, game is every day. If I'm fucking up, I'm getting the call. If I ain't shaved up and groomed up, he's giving me a call. If I'm losing weight and skinny, say good job. He stays on game all the time. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll call me if I'm having a rough time. We'll pray to the Lord, you know? He's the best
Nice.
partner I could have ever asked. Could have been any Filipino celebrity or whatever.
Yeah.
No, we're repping this culture that we lived in our soil and sharing it with the world.
Right on. And shout out 40.
Best rappers alive.
Yeah.
That's where I pieced that
There.
together.
Got that right there. All right, so you also got to stand at Oracle Park, you know, home of the San Francisco Giants. What was it like seeing like a non-Filipino fan try your lumpia for the first time at a Giants game?
Through me, that's always been my. It's always been my vice, or always been my thing that I wanted to do most is share Filipino culture with everybody, because it's just they don't know how much fun we're having here. They don't know how we are like the chameleons of culture. We could just jump on that stuff and sing some R&B. You know, we can, because yeah, that was always my first plan, was to share music with how we celebrate and dance with music, and share that with other cultures.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to share laughter and share that with other cultures. I did that. But now it's like everyone loves our food.
Yep.
So what I did with that is twist up not the traditional stuff, just stuff. This is where I grew up as a NorCal Filipino,
Yeah.
making these twists on lumpias, and to share it with everybody. I saw no better venue, arena, anywhere that I can bust in my brand and share with people with one common goal. They want to eat, they want to cheer on their team, no politics involved, doesn't matter what ethnicity you are. We're eating something that's crispy, fried, filled with love at the ball game. And not only the ball game, Oracle Park is the greatest sports arena, sports stadium in baseball. To become the first Filipino vendor in professional sports, that was always the first thing I wanted to do. In 5 to 10 years of just trying to build that brand up and to get the acceptance and be grandfathered into that fabric at the Giants game, that's what really was about. And I love it when you can see our lines. It's like there's everyday season ticket holders that are hitting it up.
That's dope.
It's great.
So why is lumpia like the perfect vessel for sharing Filipino culture globally?
Well, number one, it's just people like, if you like fried foods and dipping things in sauces, you like chicken tenders and French fries, you might like this, right? But what I nerded out and became a Walter White of lumpia was putting some of my favorite cultures inside and hugged it with the Filipino embracement of the wrapper, deep fried that, dipped it with different sauces, and that's how I merged together cultures with my lumpia.
Nice.
And it's all I knew how to do,
So whenever you make like a new like remix version or something, like the sinigang lumpia, bacon cheeseburger, the lemon pepper chicken that you got today, like when you show those to like family, like your aunt, your mom, whatever, what is their honest reaction?
Man, now I created it to be the norm.
Okay.
People think bacon cheeseburger is a norm. You know what I mean? So when I was making these things, I came up with it. When I came out the gate, I came out stunting with what people would look at as a gimmick of a lumpia.
Yeah.
Bacon cheeseburger lumpia, apple pie lumpia, Napa Valley. Those are like my three, right? And then of course you got chicken Shanghai, pork Shanghai. So people would be like, "Oh, Alex, no, he was a promoter, whatever." No, it's just a gimmick. He ain't gonna last. It's just hot. He's just an influencer, or they are, you know. So I was like, man, they don't think it's real Filipino flavor. I'm all, it's Filipino American. It's Bay Area Filipino. But what I did was like, all right, pardon my French, but
All good.
fuck these guys, right? I'm gonna put true Filipino flavor in Lumpia. I got to answer to the aunties, because when I was first starting out, my only gig to make money was the backyard boogies.
Yeah.
And that's become, I thought I was just gonna be CEO of the company, hire a chef, make him the Lumpia Chef. But nobody wanted to do that. So I had to. So I get a backyard boogie, I'd have my electric fryer from Target, and then I'd pull up, and nobody saw someone roll lumpias right in front of them, seal them up, dip them in oil, serve them, sauce them, garnish them. This was all not normal in 2014.
Yeah.
You know, putting the presentation on it. Now, it's different. So back then, aunties were impressed, like, ooh, wow, he rolls it so fast. Right? That's very innovative, right? So, but to answer to the haters, they go, oh, that's good, but that's not Filipino.
Yeah.
It's not Filipino. So I said, auntie, I have a new flavor for you. This is a different version of a Shanghai. It's that chicken Tinola lumpia. People, aunties, when they eat that, the hate stops. They try it, they go. Because when they're in the line with their daughter, they go, look at the menu. Ah, no, don't buy. $15. $15. No, I make it at home. And then she goes, Mom, stop. And they buy it. And then they eat first bite of chicken Tinola lumpia. It's like, it's Tinola. This is Tinola. And then they come back, oh, it's very good. It's very good. So then it's, you know when it's good is when they don't go home and try to make it.
Yeah.
They go, this dude's good. He did it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's success to me.
Yeah.
It's like when they lay off,
Yeah.
go ahead and do your thing.
I think that's with anything.
Go ahead and I'm serious with anything, because people get mad. Like that was my idea.
Yeah.
I thought of that first. Everyone says this stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't think about these things first. I didn't think about a bacon cheeseburger first. I thought about how to make it first, or how to sell it first, how to package it first,
Yeah.
how to live it to the fullest first. That's, if you're gonna do it, you gotta jump and go all in.
Yep.
And that's what you gotta do. Stop being mad that your idea, someone took it. You know, you gotta make yourself invincible
There you go.
to keep going. You know, that's, build that boat up right before you set it to sail, man.
There you go.
An idea is just an idea,
Yep, that's true.
you know?
All right, so 10 years from now, what do you want, like, the Lumpia Company to represent in American food culture?
I just think not enough people are eating this greatness yet. You know, we're still underground. I'm 10 years plus in the game. I feel like I'm still getting started. All the bumps and bruises, the sweat, tears, the blood, I'm still getting started, man. Because, you know, there's not enough, needs to be more influence out there. And I want to be part of that movement. And to see where I'm at, I mean, yeah, I'm at one stadium, I want to be at every stadium. Or want to be at more, you know? I want that people just to see lumpia when they're driving down the highway. I have a lumpia van. That's the first lumpia van, and people just pull me over and say, "Hey, you got some?" I'm like, "No, I don't work like that." But maybe in the future it will, because they used to sell steaks out the truck, right?
Yeah,
so
that's facts.
Franchising, we're going there.
All right.
Distribution to groceries, yes.
Right on. We'll do some like quick hitters.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right, sweet or savory? Like, if you could have one for the rest of your life, which one?
Savory.
All right. Your go-to dip.
My house made spicy ranch. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's one artist or album that's always playing in the kitchen?
I like to take it back to just the days I first started rocking, making lumpias at my mom's house when I was just ironing out this concept. I was listening to a lot of Hove and a lot of Fabulous.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but other than that, every other day is Ralph Tresvant,
Oh, there you
New
go.
Edition. Yeah,
All right. Favorite place to eat in the town when you're not here?
man, that's New Gold Medal by myself, solo,
Nice.
wonton soup.
All right. Who's the tougher critic? E40 or your auntie?
The auntie, man. Yeah, E40 tries a lot of stuff now.
All right. Aside from your business partner here, who holds the best rapper alive title?
But best rapper of lifetime, man. That's water, man.
Well, other than 40, like who else?
I think Hove's the king of. He could still do it till the day he dies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then just swag is in him. I'm a Nas fan,
Yeah.
But sometimes you just, Jay could just get back in there and he could fall off and come back and
Yeah.
still be the king.
I mean, he kind of
you know
proved
what I mean?
that, a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
How much lumpia can you roll in a minute?
Man, I'm slower than I used to be, but I used to do these speed rolling demos and stuff, and there's a pack of 25 wrappers that they're all laid out, man. I roll those out in a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, damn. All right.
Yeah.
All right, last question. If you could create a limited edition lumpia with any celebrity or chef, who would it be?
Speaking of that, man, we're doing a limit. That's gonna be my new cookbook I'm working on.
Oh,
And
word,
it's gonna
okay.
be best rappers alive, and I make limited amount of lumpias with some of your
Sure.
celebs, and I've made, 40. And, speaking of that, Nas orders a lot of my stuff every
word?
time he's in
Okay.
town.
Nice.
So that'd be nice to rock off a New York style
That'd be dope.
lumpia. That'd be fresh. That'd be
Yeah.
the next rapper that I'm kind of in talks about it.
Okay. Oh, that's dope. We'll look out for that.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, literally, that's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
huge thank you, Alex. Appreciate you.
My guy.
Appreciate you.
Which one you want to do?
Oh, no. Appreciate you, brother, for
Yeah.
taking the time.
Yeah.
Sharing your love and joy
Yeah,
with the audience. And then make sure you guys. Come
I
to
don't
Lumpia
sound like this, guys. I just sang too many songs last night. Damn.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Make sure you guys come to Brooklyn Basin, Lumpia Company.
Come see me in NBA Jam. If you beat
There you
me,
go.
you get a free order of lumpia. Let everybody in
Let the kids
NorCal,
know here.
SoCal, know. Come see me in NBA Jam.
There you go. Follow him, Lumpia Chef. And
All right.
yeah, man. Appreciate y'all. Like and subscribe on YouTube at NorCal Filipinos. Visit us at norcalfilipinos.org. Follow us on Facebook at NorCal Filipinos and on Instagram at norcal.filipinos.